Bandits Mercantile, and we are painting a table that I bought 10 years ago. And I said I started it 10 years ago, but I think I probably started like 8. So I might fudge that a bit. Anyway, it's a table that I've had in my basement forever. It was a 70s table, I think. I think it's wood. It looks like it's wood, but it's got a little bit of a shiny finish. I haven't sanded anything. I'm not going to sand it. I don't want to sand it because I don't like doing that. You know, I hate prepping. All I did to prep was I used some baby wipes and cleaned it up and got most of the cobwebs off of it. I've started a little bit, but while I was waiting to come on, so if you join, please say hello and let me know you're here. And I'm working with all my camera angles, so I'm hoping it will be fine. So I'm starting with, let's talk about what we're doing. I'm starting with mint chip, because I like it and I have a ton of it. And so I want people to want to use it and to try it. So let me know if I'm in the right place, if anybody's there. I can't see you. If you don't say hello or just give me a thumbs up or something, I don't even know y'all are here. And I'm just gonna keep talking to myself. Anyway, we're starting with mint chip as our base. And then, because when I started this, it wasn't even with Debbie's paint, because she didn't even have paint when I started this. She was on YouTube, and this is the story of how I fell in love with Debbie. So I found her on YouTube. She didn't have a paint. She was selling this other brand, and all I could get here in, hey, good morning, Sonia, in Kentucky, because I'm in Central Kentucky, was Annie Sloan. So I started with Annie Sloan French linen, because there were a pair of these, and I was making it for my neighbor. And then I never finished this one, and then she didn't need it. And then it's a long story why I was doing it, but you all don't need to know those details. Anyway, and I thought, let's just pull that puppy out, because I have it. I'm trying to paint out of my stash. Okay, so there we go. I'm starting with mint chip, and then I have a bunch of other colors. So I'm going to show you real fast. I have Kissing Booth. I have Queen Bee. I have Firestarter. I don't know what I'm going to use. I don't know if I'm going to use any or all of these. I have Water Lily. I also have Farm Fresh, which is my go-to, but it's kind of empty, so I don't know if I can get anything out of it. Hey Sailor, and then Blue Iris, because I have a lot of blue in my shop, and I'm putting this in my window. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to end up with. I have absolutely no plans. No plans. This is all winging it, y'all. We're just gonna wing it and see what happens. And we'll try to dry it and we'll spin it around. So I'm going to move the camera to where it's over there so you all can see. I'll do that right now. See, I'm over here, but I'm gonna come around so you can see me painting, all right? And I can turn this real fast so I can see what's going on, all right? So let me grab myself. I'm not great with camera angles, so I apologize, but there we go. So I've started on these legs, and then I can turn the camera down. But I just am going, and I was not going to paint the brass feet because I thought, no, I love that little pop of gold, but I don't think they're actual brass, because I tried to polish them up with some stinky stuff, Tarnex. I don't know if y'all have ever used this, but it's like easy. I don't know how great it is for anything, but it's easy and it's fast, and it didn't budge the ickiness. So I'm thinking we'll just keep them. We'll just kind of rub it back and have a little metallic underneath it. We may even add some golden ticket to boost it, the lusciousness of the gold. I don't know, guys. We'll see. It is the shape. The shape is incredible. The color, it just was very dated. Can I say that? It was very dated, and it just looked like, oh, this came out of, you know, I don't know. But the shape was incredible. So, and it had a coffee table, y'all, and I didn't get it. What's up with that? So, anyway, there we go. I didn't, but I want you all to be able to see. And we're going to flip it over. This is actually a trick Annie Sloan taught, to start upside down, and then by the time you flip it, you're halfway done, which is actually a great piece of advice that I have followed ever since. Way back in the day, before DIY paint, which is my favorite. I'm just not gonna say, I'm not gonna badmouth anybody because I've used lots, and everybody is making the best paint, and everybody says they have the best paint, and I get that, totally. I don't think I have that one, or do I have that side? I did a little pre-paint before you all joined me. I'm just pouring it out, and I haven't watered it down any yet, so I don't need to. I'm just trying to get these icky tops. I typically don't paint underneath because really, if you're gonna crawl underneath there, have I painted that? No, I haven't. If you're gonna crawl underneath there, you deserve to see something ugly. But if it's going up, like when I use furniture for display in my shop, I totally paint underneath because you can see it, because it might be high or low. And I was originally going to use this for display, but then I decided not to. So I'm just doing the legs. Can you all see the legs? Let me point this down a bit. See this turned leg right there? Let's go a little close, and I will try to tell you how I do it. I'm just gonna be honest. Anytime you have turned leg, it's a little extra work. It's just a little extra work because it's all the way around, especially when you have a two-tiered thing. I think this is probably why I quit, because I had just done the other one and I was tired. So, but I'm using multiple colors on this, so I think it's gonna be a little bit easier to do these turned legs areas. Okay, I'm going to scooch over here, sorry, and get this one. Get these two, because it's still in frame. So tell me, who all is painting furniture these days? And when you go to a piece, do you reject it instantly, or do you look at the shape? I think I've talked about this several times on this page, but I feel like people think, oh, I can't get it because it's so ugly. But I think we have to look at the shape of things and not the color or the finish, because if it's got a pretty shape, if it has a pretty shape, it's going to be a pretty piece. And I just want everybody to start opening their eyes. If you need a piece of furniture, before going to buy something brand new and spending like $1 gajillion, all right? Guys, if you're on there, we would love for you to share this page, give it all kinds, and comment and hearts, because that tells the algorithm that, hey, people love the DIY paint page, and people love Beth, because I'm rebuilding my page. So I would appreciate the support. And if you're not following me, please go follow me. And all these products, I have another DIY paint person will have if they're local, but if you don't have a local person, I'll be more than happy. I ship everywhere. So who's excited about the new, I'm going to try to go underneath a little bit. Hey Rob, who's excited about the new paint line that Debbie has coming out? Okay, I'm going to hit this with some heat. And then look at some questions, and then we're going to flip it so we can do the top and get to the pretty stuff. Any questions? I'm going to ask for a poll. Who likes to, I'm going to put this up here so I can talk to you. Who has painted furniture or is scared to try? I'd love some information on that. I'm just going to get these legs a little bit so we can turn it and it not get all over me. Oh yay, thank you Sonia. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. My new shop is so inspiring. Hey Pat, how are you doing, honey? How are you? I'm just drying this piece that we're working on. I'll show it to you. I've started with midship. This is the piece, Love Your Heart, you kept tripping over, I think. No, it was another one. Hey Gail. Oh, thank you. And I hope you have a good retreat. Yay. I'm just hitting this with some heat, as you can see. I cleaned this with baby wipes. This is, I think, from the 70s. I'm not super sure. I started it about 8 years ago for my neighbor to do a pair, and ended up just giving her, she just wanted one. And so I have been looking at this. I mean, it's been so long. I started it with Annie Sloan because Debbie didn't have paint. And then, you know, I fell in love with her on YouTube, and I was following her. And then when I got my business, I thought, I can sell her paint. I can sell her paint. And I started stalking her then, you know. And I thought it was so funny because I said, maybe I can even meet her someday. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flip this. So it's a little wet in some places, but that's okay. We're gonna rock it. It's a little heavy, just a smidge. We'll have to change our, camera angles. Look at that, there we go. Let's change it. Look how pretty that is. There we go. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Look, I didn't do those. It's such a pretty, there's a little bit inside that I did repair, but let's just finish these little legs. I need to clean this off because I didn't do that. Anyway, mint chip is a great one to start with, and I have tons of it, so I was like, let's start with it. I'm going to clean this underneath because I'm pretty sure I didn't. I just like to use a baby wipe, okay? And I'm sure it's dusty. It's been in my basement, literally, y'all, for 10 years. I started it probably 8 years ago and never went back to it because I was tired from doing the first one. But I was, you know, when I was in the basement waiting for this place to become ready, oh, look at that. Yep, but that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm a-doing for cleanup. Is a baby wipe. Let's see if it's still dirty. I'm hoping because I'm going to be using tons of colors, it doesn't matter if there's any tenons or anything that comes up. It's still dirty, yay! That's awesome. That is totally awesome. And up top is French linen. I think I've cleaned that. Okay, let's get back to work. So we're just going to clean. We're just going to paint these spindles, which are a little difficult. I don't want to get in your all's camera angle. So any questions? I would love questions. I would appreciate questions. I would love interaction. I would love sharing. I would love commenting and hearts. You can give me an angry face. I don't care. I don't think it matters. Just interact with me, guys. Just let me know you're there. I won't, you know, I'll just say hello. I won't call you out. You won't be asked to join or anything. But if you're watching, I would just love a comment. Because on my switcher, I can't see who's there. Yeah. I'm just going to go in and squirt this, a big blob, right in there because I'm going to need a lot of paint. And it's just easier to do that than dip out, dip in, dip out, dip in. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of in your all's way. Oh, sorry about that. But the new shop has just really inspired me to get busy. So yeah. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if I get too far away. But I'm trying, because it's right here. The cameras, using all the camera angles. Yep, it's a party. Learning new things in your 50s. When you're old. So much fun. Not really. Who else painting? Or if we stopped and we're getting ready for the season, the Christmas season. I'm crafting too. I'm doing all kinds of crafting and using my DIY paint, but I'm also, I haven't done furniture in forever because I was on that second floor and sorry about that. I was on that second floor and I'm gonna go around and get those. And I'm right here behind, there we go. Can y'all see? I was on the second floor and it was just hard to get furniture up there. I had to mooch off friends to move things for me. It was just not fun. And then I was so small, I couldn't get, I didn't have room. But now, I'm not doing commission pieces, or I will, but I charge a lot. So, if you come in and ask me, I can do it, but you have to get it to me and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, there we go. Looky there. Looky there. What I love about this too is it gives us all kinds of nooks and crannies to put all kinds of detail and prettiness in there, you know? Yeah, some good stuff. And so bye-bye to the gray. That's when I was painting everything gray. Y'all, I know, everything was gray. I probably should have painted this first, but I just was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Clearly, this will have to come down to do this top. I got long arms, but not that long arms. Okay, I can do half. Okay, we're gonna dry some of this, and then we're gonna start, well, I'm gonna use the rest of this that I have on my plate. If you are local and you come in, I'm going to be doing how to paint classes. I will be doing demonstration ones, and then I will be doing hands-on, which is fun. So obviously the demonstration one is not as much, and then if you bring in a small piece, this would probably be too big for that. That was awesome. Armpit. There we go. Okay. Any questions? Any questions, guys? We're gonna let that dry a bit. So if you were gonna do the next color with this green, tell me what color you would want to use. Let's talk about that. I'm just gonna hit it a little bit. What color? So I love the mint because it's a cool. And I'll go back and chip off all the drips because I'm not gonna take time to do that. I think, as I've said, if you want to share this, that would be great. We'd really appreciate it. I think you sprinkled it, didn't you, Sonia? Did you? Thank you. Or yes, thank you, Sonia. We love this paint, and we just want everybody to be inspired and to know that you can paint anything, you know? So I'm probably going to concentrate right here on the blending stuff, okay? Because this is what you all can see really good, really well. And I just use, if I see a drip, I just use my finger to straighten it up. And that's a big chunk of paint we don't want. There we go. Because I love the texture. And this is a good base coat. So I'm just going to focus on this section right here. This is where we're going to start our whole blending thing. And then I'll carry it around. So. Have I lost everybody? If you're there, you don't have to say anything. You can just give me a heart. I'll never know who you are. Or give me an angry face. I can't see numbers. I can't see anything, which is a good and bad thing. Let's be honest. But I'm still on, so that's good. All right. What I think, okay, that's pretty dry. So this is pretty saturated. I'm gonna save this brush for the other over there for more pink. And let me grab, let's start with some yellow. And let's do some yellow and orange. What do y'all think about that? Yep. I'm gonna start with Queen Bee because I love it. I'm going to quit putting my hair in y'all's way. I apologize. I am just squirting some out of my awesome little tube. Okay, this has something on it, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, I'm just going to do a bit. Okay, I'm not putting a lot on there. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate that, whoever you are. I so appreciate. I'm just going to do a little bit, and I'm just going up and down on this. Already, can you see that? Do I need to pull this back? I think I'm gonna pull this over here so y'all can see this. But then it's going to give me major shadow. Hang on, let me pull this down. Let me see if I can do that. I'm just trying to give light, and then I'll go to the other side. There we go. Can you see it a little better, light-wise? Maybe? Okay, so I'm just doing a light brushing, see? And I'm just popping it all the way around. Basically, it's like it's dry brushing. Let me put it down on that leg. Let's lower it. So let me come over here. Hey Andrea. Hi Janice. I'm gonna pull y'all just a little closer. Ooh, that's a bad angle for me. Okay, let's do so we can see this leg. All right. Just trying to get the light right, the angles right. So I'm just painting over that brass foot, which I don't think is brass at all. I don't think it's brass at all, to be quite honest with you. Now I will do this over the entire table, but I'm sticking to the part that I got dry, okay? Let's hit it with some heat. And actually, I like, you don't have to use a heat gun. You can let it dry naturally, but my shop is pretty cold. And it would just take forever. It would just take forever. You probably can't hear me. Okay, I'm going to come over here. Sorry, guys. This way you can hear me better. So, and I blocked the light. I'm right here. Yeah. So I am just hitting it with heat, and I found it kind of cures it a little faster. I don't know how accurate that is, but I kind of like it. Anyway, hey. Okay, good. Thank you, Rob. I know I have a mic, but I can't find it. And it has to be clicked in, and who needs that? Good. Oh, Janice, thank you. Checks in the mail. How are you, honey? I'm just going to finish. I'm just getting this. I'll show you. You can see how it changes colors when it. Our paint, and I don't know if y'all know this, our paint dries lighter. It is a clay base, so you know how adobe or clay pots will dry lighter when they're after they're dry. Our paint does the same thing, which is pretty awesome. And so, but it will go back to, once it's sealed, it goes in between dry and Gail, I got mine on Amazon. It's the FIFO bottles. It's for, actually, it's in the cooking section. And it's actually for like vinegars and oils and stuff. Yeah, I know. Okay, I was thinking I was going to do orange next, but I'm going to walk in front of y'all. Sorry. I think I'm going to do a little kissing booth so we can get some pink on there. All right, and it'll give us a little bit of orange. I've just squirted in here, just on the same plate. I have a lot of gold. I have a lot of Queen Bee because it's one of my favorites. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to tap that off and then just go in and do the same. The thing I love about spindles is when you go up and down, it gives you such a cool effect. And just going up and down. Just going up and down them. Yeah. I'm getting orange now because these two are blending together, which is totally fine. Which is totally fine to have some orange with it. You can't even see what I'm doing. Lift the camera, Beth. There we go. Somebody's alarm's going off. Downtown is so much fun, y'all. The sirens are so loud. You can hear them every time. Oh, it just went off, so good. I was afraid it was something close to me, but no, it's not. Okay. So you just, and if you get too much, that's fine. If you get too much, see, that's a big glob right there. If you get too much, you can just let it dry, and you can go back in and layer over it if you want to. You can even go in and layer with mint chip if you're getting too much of something. Okay. Okay, I am going to switch over and let it dry. Yes, condiment bottles. Yep, that's what they are. And I'm just going to dry this a bit, and then we're going to put, the new store is awesome. Yes, I don't know what they are. Thank you, Jeannie. I probably have all the wrong flows because mine get clogged up, but I'm using them all the time now, so that's good. They were in storage for 4 months. Can you all imagine? I'm just saying. Okay, just hitting that pink, just getting it a little bit layered underneath. And I'm going to go in, I think, with a little water lily. So let's switch this up, okay? And no clue whose alarm is going off, but that is okay. That is downtown. Oops, wrong way. There we go. I'm going to take just a little bit of water lily right here on my plate, and I'm just dabbing it. I'm just trying to get it lightly on the brush, okay? And then I'm just going to go in and do the same thing. Just hitting some high spots. It's entering what stage? Anybody who's watched us or watched people who do multicolors, what stage is it entering? What stage is it getting ready to enter? The ugly stage, guys. It's getting ready to go into the ugly stage, so just hang on. Yeah, ugly stage. But do not worry. Do not be alarmed. Do not be alarmed. Sometimes even I get nervous and alarmed. When I do something, I'm like, oh, ruh-roh. I become Scooby-Doo all of a sudden. Ruh-roh. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's look at that. See, the spindles are, it looks like they've been done by a kindergartner. Let's be honest, folks. You know, let's be honest. It's got a little kindergarten vibes going on, but that's okay. It's part of the process. It's just another layer to this piece. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little kissing booth right here because I feel like it needs some red right here. Yep. Y'all probably can't see. You kind of can see right here. That needs to be more rub that in with something else, maybe put a little yellow on there, which makes it orange. I can go back in. Now, okay, perfect. I want y'all to see this right here. Let me show you. Right here. Do you see that? It just went gray. Just went gray. Can you see that? It just went gray. I overworked it. So you have to stop. I overworked it and it went gray. And that's what happens. You have to stop. Either dry it or come back to it. And I overworked it with too much wet paint. Because if you do that, it totally goes gray. And I'm just painting over gray. I don't want that. So you have to just go in and dry it. So let's give it a little heat. Oh, I love the new inlay. Yes. I'm thinking it'd be perfect on the top of this. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But Debbie's, it was so classic Debbie. I loved it. I was like, oh, this just feels like her. It looks like her. It feels like her. When I saw it for the first time, because I've been begging for her to show it to us. And every time I would see her, she'd be like, God said, I can't share it yet. Okay. You just can't argue when she pulls the God card. And I was like, fine. Especially when you're on a retreat. Anyway. It's beautiful. It's just so her. It's just so Debbie. Okay, so that is dry now. I can go in with, I'm gonna just wipe my brush off a bit on my, because it's going to be just, you know, and I'm just gonna get a little yellow to pop on right there. Just to start getting rid of the gray. And it's not gray from the table. What time is it? All right, let me scooch over here and see if there's any questions. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's all good. Don't freak out. Nobody needs to freak out. It's all good. We can totally fix it. Everything is fixable. You just have to stop. Let me turn this table a bit more, and we'll just keep working our way around the table. So what I like to do is paint it, and then I will, is that dry? My hair's messing up, sorry. And then the light is, let's do that. Maybe will that help some, the light? I'm trying to get light on everything and not stand in front of the lights and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. There we go, maybe. There we go. That might work. And just be to the side of the light. Okay. And let's do the camera like that. So we got a whole new section to start on. I know, aren't they gorgeous? It is such a beautiful shape, and when you paint it, but it was not pretty. It was not pretty when I started with it. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. And even this right here, you can see I didn't get a great coverage, but I'm okay with that. I'll be honest with you. I'm totally okay with the minuscule coverage of of green that I have right there, because I can go in, I can use the dark. I don't want it to be same and consistent. I want it to just be like someone go, oh my gosh, that's incredible. I want that table. You know, that's what we're going for. So that is the look. And so when you're doing these, underneath here, let's talk about this flat zone, because I think the flat zone intimidates people. What's your head? This, you think, oh, what am I gonna do? So I will probably just leave it green on the inside. Hey, Cece, hi. I will just leave it green on the inside, get a good coat. I may even take a roller to get a solid coat in there. I'm not above that. And even the top, and just do the edges. Just do this edge around, you know, to get the color on there. Is what I'm probably thinking. So, not going to, I'm just going to use the camera to help me paint. And then wherever angles you go, you look and you see, oh, I missed that. So that's the beauty when you have a round piece. You just got to get around all the angles. Oh, you're not late. Dee, how are you, sweetie? Do we have any questions? You can go back and watch. So obviously, when you're doing, this is also something I want you all to know. When you're doing a piece like this, you got to give yourself some grace and realize it's going to take a couple of days at least. Because if I'd had the base coat completely done, good morning, Claudia. If I'd had the base coat completely finished, then I could really go at it. But I wanted to just do everything with you. I want you all to see that you can totally do this. That I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Nothing is perfect. Perfection is for pansies, and that's no offense against a pansy, because I love pansies, but perfection is not for people. And so I just wanted you to see kind of my thought process, and then, you know, like I overworked it. You know, we all kind of think, oh, let's just do a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and then we overwork it. So, yeah. Totally. And so I'll be working on this all day. I've got a class tonight. I just have to stop about 3-ish and get cleaned up for the class. But it's a small class, so I'm good. I'm good. It's going to be fun. And you just go in and just make sure it's dry. Okay. That looks a little wet. Okay, so then I'm just going to go in and just take a little bit of yellow, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of the kissing booth right there. I haven't cleaned my brush yet on this one. I do have 2 brushes that I'm using, but that's about three, because I still need to do the green paint right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm just choosing to go. And I love the texture it gives, and it just builds. It makes it look like it's, I don't know. I love that it looks like it's been well loved and well loved. Look, you can see all my behind the scenes stuff. I haven't even needed any water, which is fine. So I think people try to put too much paint on their brush. I'm just gonna look at, this is my plate. I'm just barely, and then I'm going to tap off onto my onto the drop cloth. You can see it right there that I use it. Yep, let's just do that leg while we're right there. So I'm just going to just maybe do the edges just lightly. Almost like I'm highlighting it or something, you know? Just catching any kind of, if it has some buildup on it. And it's just, and then I will take a really thin coat and unify the whole thing together, probably Farm Fresh, because it's kind of my go-to overcoat. Or Hey Sailor's really good to do that also. I just tend to go for all kinds of blue stuff because I have a shop that's blue and red. So I think I do the same thing over and over. But I will probably pull out some pigments and use those. And yeah. So I'm just making sure it's barely has anything on it. Now my tendency was, ooh, let's grab the blue. But I'm not going to, because it will just go gray. Oh yeah, well, listen, I rarely have good, so I'm going to show you anything. I got to show you the ugly. No. Okay. Nice little workout for me. Woo! Okay. Let's turn this up so you can see where I still have some gray. I know, it would be gorgeous. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this green right here. Up here. Let's finish our mint chip. I will add some water to this so that I can, it's a little dry, but I'm just added some water to my plate and I am good to go. I'm using the new Insight. Is this the Insider? What is this called? What's this little one? Oh my gosh, my brain. I'm using it. It's my favorite. I like to use this on big pieces, small pieces. Why is that shaking? Because it's not solid. I like to use it on all pieces because it just fits really good in my hand. It doesn't hurt my hand. It doesn't make me cramp up. I have arthritis in these two knuckles, thanks to my stupid self. And yeah, so I just did get a little bit more for the top. And I am not even worried about covering all of the gray, the French linen from 10 years ago. It's nice and cured, I will say that. And I'm just looking for major spots not painted, and we're caught up, I think. Let me see, there's some right there. Okay, there we go. And then the whole thing is now ready to start painting. So yeah, to get the zhuzh. I don't mind the dark showing anywhere. I will not worry about the inside as well, the columns, you know, but I will try to get them, you know, but it's not a full coverage. This is not like a full coverage base coat at all. I will probably roll out the center just to give it a good, but I won't do it on the top. It's going to be a painted one, but the inside right here, I'll probably use a roller just to give it, I'll squirt it and then I think I have one here at the shop. Yeah, pigment powders. Okay, so what I will do, let's just turn it right here. I am going to pop off because my time is about up. I will save this. All I'm going to do is roll this inside and get the top, okay, without you all. And then I'm gonna put it aside and we'll come back to it in 2 weeks. Or I can do it on my page if you don't wanna wait 2 weeks. I can keep doing it on my page tomorrow or the next day. So if you wanna continue it sooner, we can totally work on it, which might be fun because then I can get it done and sell it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish it on my page. So you gotta go follow me. Oh, that would be good, Rob. I love a good turquoise wax, totally. I have been known to use a lot of waxes when I'm doing a big bright color one. You know, so do clear and then do a little turquoise, which is shipwrecked, and then do a little dark. We'll see. We'll play, or white, who knows. I will be back. If you want to follow me and see when I go live, I have a Telegram. Please go find me on my page, Vintage Bandits Mercantile. Go watch there, okay? Go follow me because that will tell you when I'm going to go live again. And I will show this on my next DIY in 2 weeks. I'm on the first and third, or when I'm on the DIY on the second, the first and third Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my gosh, it's like the brain damage is screaming today. Can I say that? Woo! Anyway, I will be back in 2 weeks here. I will be showing the table. I will take a picture in case it sells, and I will be showing it, and I'll be finishing it on my page. So if you want to see it, you gotta go follow me and get the information. Okay, guys, be blessed. Have an amazing day. Go be part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. Let's just love people well. All right?